and welcome to my review of Haikyuu chapter 240. And just before I begin, I just want to explain to you why this review is out a little bit late. If you watched my Boku no Hero Academia review, that's also up pretty late, you'll know why, but if not, I'll just explain it here. So basically what's going on is that I've started uni again, and this semester, very unfortunately, I have a time schedule that says that on Thursdays I have pretty late hours where I have to go to school, and on Fridays I do have morning classes, which means that at some point between my 2 hours I have to film my videos, I have to eat, and I have to sleep. And I just don't have the time to do all my videos in the time that I have left, if I want to get a proper night's sleep, which I do like. I like to sleep. So basically what I'm going to do is that I'm going to move my Haikyuu videos to Friday instead. However, this is also only every other Friday or Thursday that this will happen, because apparently I only have this class every other Thursday. And also, if One Piece happens to be on break, because that happens quite a few times, I will do all of my videos on Thursdays as well, because One Piece is the one thing that takes the most time, so if I don't have to do that one, I should be able to get the other 3 videos down on Thursday, despite having late classes that day. But basically that's it. So until June, where my semester ends, there will be Haikyuu videos every other Friday and every other Thursday, depending on my classes. So yeah, if I don't upload on Thursday, don't get scared that I'm dead or anything. It's just because I have classes and I kind of have to balance everything. So yeah. Either way, let's get into the chapter. So we continue on with Hima something, his name. I want to call him Himawara, but that's not his name. And he takes a few more points with the ceiling serve, which we get a more detailed explanation of. I think I pretty much summed it up last week with how the lights in the ceiling makes it hard to see and the way it's different and blah blah blah, so I'm not gonna go through that again because apparently I explained it before, the author did. I'm just good like that. But it's a solid chapter, but I feel like it was a little like not too much happened. It seemed like Karasuno is losing the flow of the game. There was a lot of focus on that by the end of the chapter. But then again, it seems also as if Karasuno by the end of the chapter is taking that flow back, because they're very good at pulling through when they need it the most. And while our opponent's school are talking as if there will be a third set, as I've said, I really don't believe there will be that third set, which is unfortunate for them. But as someone said, I think it was Himo something, he also said that even though you have been in nationals before, even though your name is among the favorites, and even though you are experienced and you're a good school, there's no guarantee you'll even make it past that first match. And as with this school who have been to nationals before, there's no guarantee that they will make it past this round, because Karasuno will win, and that's just how it's gonna be. And of course there's no guarantee that Karasuno will win the tournament either, because as everyone probably believes, they won't. There's no way they'll win nationals this time around. There are too many things against them, like plot. So yeah. But I thought that was really interesting, that even though you have all of these like expectations on you, there's really no need to think that you'll meet any of them, or that you won't meet any of them. Like, there's really no way to know except for like looking at plot and how it would work the best and stuff like that. But yeah. Another thing I really like, I've mentioned this a couple of times, I really like the commentators. I'm just a really big fan of commentators in general. I've gotten really into watching figure skating, especially after Yuri on Ice. Like, I've always really loved that sport, but especially after Yuri on Ice, I just like watched a lot of figure skating, and I really love the commentators. So I really appreciate it in this match as well, just with the way that they are like, oh my god, this is Ukai, he's the grandson of the legendary coach Ukai-san, and this is a blah blah blah. I just really like it, and how they explain all the moves and why it's legendary and why people don't really know it and why it's hard to deal with these days, and how it evolved and how the sport has just evolved. I just really like the commentators, because you get something that's like, it's directly linked to the match you're seeing, but it's like all these small tidbits of info that you don't really need, especially because it's like there are 2 commentators, so they kind of sometimes have a conversation, Like when the one guy, he starts explaining how the ceiling serve came to be, and the other guy's like, yeah, that's super interesting, I didn't know that. I just find that really interesting and funny. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm the only one, because I feel like some people might find that a bit annoying. I just really enjoy it, because it really makes it feel like it's real. That's how sports work in real life. And generally, I just find that sports is more interesting when you have like people who really know a lot about it commentating it. In Denmark, it's a really big thing to watch handball tournaments because we're really fucking good at that, and we also just have really amazing commentators that really make the games worthwhile watching. As you can see, I do really enjoy sports. There's a reason I really enjoy sports, manga, and anime, because I've always grown up with sports, even though I don't know, I like sports, okay? But yeah, I just commentator. It makes it seem really real, really real. Just lastly, we have 2 panels of Nekoma. And I don't recall if they're actually in a match or just warming up at this point, but I have a feeling that we will be following them slightly throughout the tournament until we eventually meet them, because I do believe we'll meet Nekoma, and I also do believe that we will lose to Nekoma. But that's besides the point. But I really like, we have Kenma. I believe he's looking over to Krasno at the point in time where they've lost, I feel like, 3 points at this point. But I really like, because he looks really displeased with how Krasno is doing, because him and Hinata, they want that match to happen between Nekoma and Krasno. They want to have that one match where when it's over, it's really over. There's no let's play one more time. It's just game over from the loser side immediately. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know why I phrased it like that. But yeah, I really thought it was interesting to see just Kenma's reaction just for those 2 panels, just because it makes the pressure on Krasno seem a little bit more intense than usual, or not, but just more than it should be, because they have expectations from Nekoma to meet them in the tournament at some point, so they can't fail here. They haven't come this far to fail just before meeting Nekoma. Like, even if Nekoma is their 2nd opponent or their 5th opponent or their 10th opponent, it doesn't really matter. They have to come and meet Nekoma wherever they are, or it would all have been for naught, basically, because of the promise they have between them. And even though both Hinata and Kenma, they have 1 more year, because Kenma's a 2nd year, it really won't be the same unless Kuro and Kenma are together, and unless Kuro faces Tsuki. I feel like that's a match that has to happen, and I would really love to see those 2 middle blockers do get out. So yeah, that'd be really interesting. But I don't want to talk too much about Nekoma, because I feel like whenever we get to that match, I can fangirl a lot about it. So yeah. I think overall I'm just gonna stop this, because I don't want to get too much into the opponent team, as they probably won't be super important later on. And just one more thing though about the opponent team, because we do find out that the guy who does the ceiling serve, he was actually a defense player, which was what they initially suspected that he would be, and that because when he came in for the first time as a pinch server, they were like, okay, maybe he's a defensive dude. That's why they took him in. And then they all thought that he proved them wrong with doing the amazing serve, but no, it turns out that initially he was actually a defense player, and he also just happened to have this serve. And whether he developed that because he was used as a defense player and then came in as pinch server, or he had that, or he developed that because he wanted to be more effective as a pinch server because he could actually do a pretty good serve, we don't know. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that he had that duality, that he wasn't just the pinch server, he was also a good defensive player, because that's something that maybe Yamaguchi could learn a bit, because so far in the game he's just their pinch server and he has his serve as his one weapon, but it would be nice if he could become a really solid receiver as well, because that would increase his chances of staying on court for a longer period of time, if his serve is received. And yeah, I'm just gonna stop here because I don't want this to be too long. So if you like anything that I had to say, you can leave a thumbs up on the video, leave in the comments below what you thought of the chapter, and you can subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, bye!